Don Joe, hey guys, that looked like Smeagol sitting on top of that trash bin. I'm gonna have to zoom in on that later. How you doing, guys? Matt the Greeter. Tahanjo. Vescarma, buongiorno. Annyeonghaseyo. How you guys doing today? Hey, I want to touch on a topic that Eric brought up, Kraken's Garage and Adventures. He's talking about, and I agree, the conflict of interest in motorcycle companies that are using, this is why it goes slow anyway, folks. Motorcycle companies who are using alcoholic beverages to promote their product. So, you know, you get the Budweiser, Harley Davidson cans, you got Indian makes a Jack Daniels motorcycle. I've seen a couple of them in person. We got an Indian dealer who you know, is somewhere in a couple of towns over. What's up, dude? And you know, it's an okay looking bike, you know, whatever. I don't drink anymore, you know, but it's a decent looking bike. But yeah, I think the conflict of interest between alcohol and motorcycling, I'll say it this way. So Eric brought up the point, or the fact that studies show that of the high percentage of people who have alcohol floating in their system when they have a crash or a fatal crash, and it's a good high percentage. So you know, you're taking a company that is providing a product at a high price, but for you to get out and ride and clear your mind, and you're coupling that with a product that you're using to, you know, relax, get a little loose, and now you're going to put those two together, you know, I was going to say subliminally or subconsciously, but no, I mean, you're literally putting a Harley logo on a beer can, and you're literally putting a Jack Daniels logo, and oh, you got the sticker saying please don't like drink and ride or whatever. What? Come on, who looks at stickers, right? Like, who's gonna look? Oh, well, the sticker says I shouldn't drink alcohol when I ride. Well, you know, a sticker's a sticker, and a life is a life. So I feel like that's a conflict of interest, and so it's a very timely video. You know, I mean, I know people who have died drunk in their vehicles, and you know, in fact, it started young for me when I was a little guy. My babysitter was killed. She rode in a car. Her boyfriend was drunk, crashed, and killed our beloved babysitter. You know, I can still picture her. This must be the late 70s. I can picture her sitting at my parents' piano playing. It was a song by the Turtles. Oh, which song was it? Did they do like imagine me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it has to be. That was with Happy Together. Yeah, I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. Well, so anyway, she was awesome, and then she was dead, and the cause was, you know, somebody decided to drink alcohol and drive, and she decided in her youth and inexperience, she decided to get in that car with him, and you just never know when it's going to be your last rodeo. So anyhow, yeah, when you see, like, yeah, go ahead and throw a, like, don't drive while intoxicated, you know, like, don't drink and drive, don't do this, don't do that. People don't read sticker, like, they don't care. They don't care. Oh, here we go. A timely visit here, right? What's up, everybody? But anyhow, yeah, so this got me to thinking, and we're going to go, not 180 degrees, we're going to go a lot more of a mild situation here, but I've been thinking the same thing as far as conflict of interest with today's National Basketball Association, with today's NBA. And listen, not just because my Celtics underperformed and lost to inferior teams way more often than they should have, and, you know, ended up getting bounced out of the playoffs. This is not why. I've been saying it for the last couple seasons. The NBA feels a little suspicious now, and I believe there's a clear conflict of interest. And I say this because the betting companies, you could bet if you want to, and they'll put warning signs if you think you have a problem, or if you think your family has a problem, or blah blah blah. Don't bet any money you don't have. Oh yeah, we see where stickers get us, and signs and recommendations get us in this world. But I see a conflict of interest, especially when you have some of our former players, beloved players. You got Charles Barkley, Kevin Garnett. I love Kevin Garnett, but he's affiliated with a betting company. Again, I am not seeing a problem with that. But when the game is being played, and you've seen this if you've watched NBA this season, they shrink the screen to half its size, half the screen. They're telling you who you should bet on, who's going to hit the next. Who do you think, Jalen Rose? Who do you think is going to hit the next three-pointer in the game? Or who would you put money on? And meanwhile, the game is somebody's shooting free throws, or somebody's trotting up the court. But so I'm watching a basketball game, but half the screen is now a betting advertisement with people who are invested in the game. With people who are invested in the game. I see this as a problem. I see this as a clear conflict of interest. And how many games this season, towards the end of the season, came down to 1 or 2 points? And in all my years of pickup ball, playing ball with a zillion different people, in a zillion different scenarios, how many games did I play that end like that? But in the NBA playoffs this year, it's like every game except for the blowout, the occasional blowout, like the Nuggets did to the Heat in Game 1 of the Finals. Except for that, I feel like there are way too many close games. I feel like the referees all of a sudden get the memo during the game. Here come the whistles, and the game starts to get steered. This is just why I feel bad. It just feels suspicious to me. It feels like a conflict of interest. That's all I'm saying. The betting companies are commandeering parts of the game to give their recommendations who you should bet for, and stuff like that. I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. So, and the other thing is, like, they're going to say it's good for the game. It is not good for the game. Let's be clear. It's good for the bottom dollar. It's good for the people that are making the most money. It is not good for the game. Absolutely not good for the game. Right? And you could see, like, when you're there, go back 20 years. People who are watching basketball on TV are fans of the game of basketball. And they're choosing to tune in and watch the game they love. But now, especially the last couple seasons, and gambling, like betting, online betting and all that, is legal in Massachusetts now. It hadn't previously been for a while. So this is relatively new, at least in my neck of the woods. So, but now, see, now you have a lot of people tuning in who don't even like basketball, but they like money and they like the idea of making money. So they're tuning in not for the game, but for the excitement of, am I going to win, a big stack today during the game? So it is not drawing fans to the game. It is drawing fans of gambling to tune in. It is, and I truly believe there's a distinction. Oh, you could argue all day long. I'm not going to argue with anybody about it because I believe what I believe. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should be able to bet on the games if you want to. You're a big boy, big girl. That's fine. But I just believe it has no place during the game. I think if you're a player, a former player, something like that, because there's got to be, every once in a while they'll nail a ref or a player who kind of Pete Rosed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't like it, and I don't trust it. you know. So that's it there. Don't drink and get on your motorcycle. And man, if you really are a fan of pure basketball, then play it, or go watch kids play, or go down to the park. Hip hop, it started out in the park. Anyway, boy, hazy, hot, and humid today. I think all this yapping in my helmet hasn't helped, so I'm going to let you guys go. Leave a comment below. How do you feel about the Jack Daniel's Indian? How do you feel about Budweiser, brought to you by Harley-Davidson? How do you feel about NBA players and former players talking about betting? How do you feel about gambling and companies interrupting the game, telling you how to bet while the game is in progress? Conflict of interest, or am I just out of my mind? Hey, that might be rhetorical. All right, guys, I care about you so much. Thanks for riding along, and I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? Bye.